Good morning. Today is Sunday, 20th September 2015. Today's paper highlight, read by Christina Grace. Now let's move to the paper highlights. Sunday Observer. UNHRC Geneva, US draft resolution backs government mechanism. A draft of the resolution to be submitted by the group of member states, United States, to the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva next week has endorsed the new mechanism proposed by the government for a comprehensive review and investigation of human rights violations and other injuries in country in recent years and asked the world community to provide all possible help to Sri Lanka. According to a copy of the current draft obtained by the Sunday Observer, the US resolution is expected to push for strong new institutional infrastructure to be set up by the Sri Lankan government for promoting reconciliation, accountability and the human rights in Sri Lanka. Official sources in Colombo continued that the draft currently in calculation is likely undergo revision as various council member countries and civil society bodies make their proposals, but were confident that the core of them, the Sri Lankan built institutional framework, would remain in the resolution. Another news highlight from Sunday Observer. Government reject call to set up OCHR office. UN office in Colombo to be straightened instead. Sri Lanka has agreed to straighten an existing UN office in Colombo in place of setting up full-fledged OHRC office in Colombo to monitor the human rights situation in the country. Foreign Minister Mangala Samaravira said that he did not agree to a proposal by the High Commissioner but expressed no objection to spruce up the existing UN Colombo office at the media briefing on Friday. High Commissioner Zaid's recommendation, which was under the general recommendations, include his report on Sri Lanka's alleged human rights abuse, read invite OCHR to establish a full-fledged country presence to monitor the human rights situation, advise the implementation of the High Commissioner's recommendations and all HRC resolution and provide technical assistance. The report also called on Sri Lanka to be party to the Rome Statute, which allows suspect war crimes offenders to be brought before the International Criminal Court. Sri Lanka has so far not said anything publicly to this call. Another news highlight from Sunday Observer. CS nominees to Constitutional Council to be tabled. The name of 3 civil society representatives nominated to the Constitutional Council: Dr. A.T. Aryaratna, founder Sarvodaya Movement; Dr. Radhika Kumaraswamy, former Under-Secretary General of the United Nations, Special Representative of the Children's and Armed Conflict; and Shibli Aziz. President Council will be submitted to the Parliament for approval on September 22nd. The other 7 members already appointed to the CC include Speaker Karu Jayasuriya, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, Opposition Leader R. Sambandan, Minister Patali Champika Ranawaka, Vijayadasa Rajapaksa and WDJ Senaviratne, as well as JVP parliamentarian Vijitha Herath. The inaugural meeting of the Constitutional Council commenced on September 10th under the patronage of the Speaker. Karu Jayasuriya had decided to meet again tomorrow, September 21st and September 23rd, to fast-track its deliberation to immediately reactive the 11th Independent Commission that come under the Constitutional Council. Another news highlight from Sunday Observer. Duty-free vehicle bonanza. 63 new parliamentarians to get vehicle permits. Some 63 new parliamentarians select to the 18th Parliament on August 18 are eligible for duty-free vehicle permit. According to the highly informed sources, a newly elected parliamentarian in initial to duty-free vehicles permit worth $50,000. A vehicle permitted is issued to MP who have not received a vehicle permit for the last 5 years. Now let's move to the paper highlights. The Sunday Times. Hybrid court in US draft resolution. Mangala says government not closing door in any option. The United States, which earlier backed the credible domestic inquiry to probe alleged war crimes, now appears to be a favorite of international investigators, prosecutors and judge Sri Lanka's justice process. Its new position is split out In a 5-page draft resolution calculated among the numbers of UN Human Rights Council in Geneva, this draft could be subject to change as US diplomats they consult colleagues in the 47-member council. In addition, a public consultation in the sidelines of the Human Rights Council session has been fixed for Wednesday. The ambassador Atul Keshap is also in Geneva over these matters. Another news highlight from Sunday Times: prop on state funds for Rajapaksa guild. Officials from 29 state institutions are being questioned by the Financial Crime Investigation Division on how state fund amounting to rupees 80 million were transferred to the organization known as Mahinda Chintana's Saharada Sansadaya. The FCID has obtained an order from the Maligakanda Magistrate Court to record a statement from official state banks, the State Timber Corporation, the Sri Lanka Ports Authority, the Foreign Employment Bureau, the Development Lottery Board, the National Water Supply and Drainage Board, and the Geological Survey and Mines Bureau, among others. The senior FCID said investigations are revealed that the funds were given for the welfare of the members, and the guild of the get-togethers held every 2 months implement the Mahinda Chintanaya Manifesto. Another news highlight from the Sunday Times: prices of essential food items going up. Essential important food items have gone up in prices with the rupee ending weaker against the dollar, officials said. The price of dal, bright chilies, cowpeas, breads, grams, big onions, potatoes and the other items have increased as the rupee fell to a record low of rupees 104.98 against the US dollar on Friday. In view of the increase, the PETA Trade Association has held a meeting with Finance Minister Ravi Karunanayake to discuss the difficulties in maintaining stable prices on food items. The minister has promised to meet the traders on his return from the overseas. Move to the paper highlights from Ceylon today. War crimes probe. NIV laws for local mechanism. The government will discuss with all stakeholders whether it is a requisite to amend the constitution to accommodate the domestic mechanism to address alleged human rights violation mentioned in the report tabled by the UNHRC. Justice Minister Vijaythasa Rajapaksa told Ceylon Today yesterday. In an interview, Minister Rajapaksa said, in order to accommodate the domestic mechanism, they would hold discussion with the political party leaders and discuss the issue in Parliament. It is a matter of Parliament to decide, he said. Another news highlight from Ceylon Today: money printing increases threefold. Net foreign inflows of US $41.09 million received on Wednesday boosted excess in custody by rupees 5,791.19 million upon settlement on Friday. We brought you the paper highlights from today's newspaper. We will bring you more tomorrow. Thank you.